Longhorns, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the UCF Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Longhorns will kick it off to get us underway. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So UCF's offense will start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously a defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Feeling some heat. Dances away to buy time. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, and they get the ball back, but way behind the line of scrimmage. They need a telescope to find the first down marker. Second down after the offense averted absolute disaster. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the... Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Now the defense has got it, and they're going the other way.
Man, you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the fight is over. And this guy, he's trying to drive. He's low to the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the first down. But, David, he got a little bit careless with that ball security there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm okay with it when it's fourth down. Like, fourth down and goal, and I got to reach that ball. First down, second down, I can't fumble. But right there, if I'm stretching the ball and I'm trying to get it across that plane, so be it. I don't know if he was going to get it anyways, but big play by the defense, big stop. Now your offense gets to go right on the field.
They'll go to the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. He makes a catch. And a confident throw and catch, and they're in the red zone at the 13. They'll run it from the gun. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third down, going up top. They're trying to get to it. And it's incomplete as he was trying to make the play in the back corner of the end zone. So now on comes the field goal unit. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out and they held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on, be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Power football with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this QB already in the first quarter has taken some serious punishment. Got sacked a bunch, got hit a bunch. He's been targeted a lot. This offense needs to find some answers before we're going to be looking at his backup playing some serious snaps.
Coming after it. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Here comes the offense on first down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
They'll run play action. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
Quarterback sacks is a trend that this offense would like to put it into pretty quick. Somehow they're able to win their last game out, even though they gave up 4 sacks in that one. That was a huge point of emphasis for this coaching staff, and here early in this one, first quarter, they've now already given up 1.
Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. Well, they've already made 1. The holder will put it down at the 38 for a 48-yard attempt. It's good.
That makes the score Texas 6, UCF 0.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? I think the one thing you can say here, Jesse, is that both defenses have done a pretty good job mitigating damages.
Yeah, and on that last drive, not getting it on 4th basically only cost you 3 points. That's the good news. Let's just turn the page, David, and move on.
So I think you can... You can still go for it on 4th down. Now you know you can trust your defense.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Got it past the marker. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Knights come to the line with a new set of downs. Little touch pass to the receiver. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second.
UCF 0.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And as an offense, you've got an unconventional call. You're trying to get your receiver the ball using pre-snap motion, but you've got to do a better job up front blocking. Couldn't get it done, and now it sets up fourth down.
And it's batted away, and the fourth down play doesn't convert. They'll give up the football. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide out in motion. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. This offense has a second down play. Fine play action. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
And he gets home again, continuing his production. Last week, 2 sacks. This week, already a sack in the first half. This guy has been on a sack terror.
Gonna take a shot at this DB. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And the Longhorns line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let him get started, and they knock him down deep in his own end. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. On the ground, it's Gage. Found just enough running room. He picks up 4 to the 15. Now, a couple of times historically that the SEC has reached into the Big 12 during an expansion era, and the Big 12 would love to land a blow on the field here in this one.
Yeah, and I think there probably is some of that with the Big 12. A lot of these teams, they used to be in our conference, and you've kind of ruined what we had built. So we got a chance now to make a dent in this, to show you, like, we're not just your, like, little recruiting system and little farm team, Jesse. Like, we're a real conference that wants to come out and make a statement.
I agree, David. I think the Big 12 throughout the years here recently has done a good job reloading and bringing in good quality programs with a lot of talented football players and those wide open, up-tempo, high-scoring offenses that can give any SEC defense problems.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
If you're going to be in the Heisman picture, you got to make plays week in, week out at receiver, and that's what he does. He's a good route runner. He's reliable, and he's got speed to take it to the house. Top 5 in the nation right now in receiving.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. The completion short of the sticks, it's second down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. The Knights get it past the sticks.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
This first half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
He's right there to stop him, but the quick throw and catch enough to give them the first down.
When you think about when you hit those guys on the move, man, he's already flying so fast, and I got to adjust my angle as a DB and make sure I keep outside contained, and it's just to really
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27. Line gets set, first down. To the air, it's Manning. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Unfortunate with that incompletion, the quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. It's caught downfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. First and 10 for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. He's going to take off. Plows through the defense. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. And the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing up.
Offense set on first down. He's looking to throw it. He puts some heat on that one down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. On the move, he fires. A strike downfield. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Going up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
Going to try to get it himself. Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting first possession.
He locked up and held on to bring him down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Pressure coming. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. Third and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion now setting up fourth.
Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the fourth down conversion, moving the chains easily. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UCF! And the extra point puts them on top by one. So an 82-yard drive there. And it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fella on the sideline. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
The Knights will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. After the lack of production in the first half, plenty to talk about. Let's see what they can dial up here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think you stay calm. I think you make adjustments, Jesse. I think you realize what they're doing to us and how can I attack that. But you also tell the guys, low-scoring game, still very much in this. We can still be who we are.
It's a good point. I think on offense, this is not the time.
He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Burnt Orange burning some secondaries, working this guy down the field.
Yeah, making those big plays down the field. Texas, when you think about great teams, you think about explosive playmakers, making those big plays, keeping those defenses on their heels.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. They'll run it on the counter. Ran through the tackle, and he's got room to run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop him. How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? The run from the shotgun. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Palmer, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect play on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to...
And the pass hits, picked off! And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Man, teams that play cover one at an elite level have an elite guy in the middle of the field that he's playing zone, everybody else playing man, and he can cover so much ground. You watch him run, he breaks on the football when he needs to, goes and makes the big interception.
He's got his man. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, but still short of the first down. Now on 2nd down. To the air. It's Manning. No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Here on 3rd down. From the gun. Wants to pass. Getting some heat. Makes the grab. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. 4th down and less than a yard, and of course the offense is going to stay on the field. Trying to get to him. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on down. The offense set for a first down play. He's going to pass. Looking left. Pulls it in. Oh, look out. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Pocket starts to collapse. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. That last incompletion leaves him with 2nd and 10 from the 23. Wide receiver shows motion. On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense, or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. The incomplete pass makes this series end in frustration as they turn it over on downs. Here comes the Texas offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Snowed under by the defense. Now facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Going for the big play. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, Longhorns! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distance.
And he breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge... as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. They'll throw it on first down. The quick out. Across the 25, he's got room. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. The Knights are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper, but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. They'll run for it on third and short. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. The Knights will try to punch it in on first and goal. On the option. Quick toss. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Knights! Here comes the two-point try. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Gage. He goes airborne, and he's in there for the two-point conversion. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Looking for a man. It's Manning. He's got his man. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. And the tackle is made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. That's the end of the quarter, and UCF has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings.
UCF 15, Texas 12.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion on that out route. Sometimes those cornerbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Split backs here.
Brings up 2nd down.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. On the run, fires downfield. Complete to the right. Touchdown, Texas! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the 4th quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback.
He's off to the races. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
After the misfire, it's 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
Pretty nice as a defense, right? When you can go nickel, put 5 DBs on the field and not have to blitz anyone, trusting your front 4 to get the job done on 3rd down, and they do it right there, getting the sack.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field, looking for a productive play on 1st down. Motion from the offense. Caught in the backfield. It's Butler. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield. The clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways.
Looking deep down the right side. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. They bring him down, but that great defensive play might be overturned. Let's see what the call is. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. Offense getting set for first down. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Quick strike complete. And they're getting... to the 42-yard line.
And he's been the go-to guy all year long. Like, he's in the top 5 in all of college football in receiving yards for a reason. They're going to find him because he's always open, making plays. This dude has been unbelievable. He's being mentioned in the Heisman conversation. That is really hard to do as a wide receiver. So that shows you what kind of special year this young man's having.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. They're trying to get to him. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Every possession later in the game means so much more. You start getting the fourth quarter, one-possession games, QB drops back and makes these first downs. These extra set of downs now become so much more important late in these ball games.
They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6. We've reached a 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Takes a handoff. It's Webb. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
Touchdown, UCF! They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
To the air, it's Manning. Makes his connection. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man in the middle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and
he's loose. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Longhorns! And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
Number 21.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. We got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
UCF 22.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced this situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots, throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're scaring at third. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. He's taking a deep shot. Makes the catch on the left. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. Comes out throwing on first down. Makes the catch. It's Webb. And he'll get out of bounds. It's a first down there in plus territory and now threatening to get the score.
Where's the defense on that last play? It's a 2-minute situation. You've got the guy making the catch in the middle of the field. You've got to tackle him in bounds and keep this clock moving. Somehow they were able to let him get outside and stop the clock. That just can't happen.
He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. The Knights come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Operating in the red zone here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Right on target this time. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This guy reminds me a little bit of Devontae Smith back in Alabama winning the Heisman. This guy makes plays week in, week out. Top 5 right now in the nation in receiving yards, and that's why he's in the Heisman discussion.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the...
Touchdown Knights! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
Man, what a great job by this offense executing down the field, using all of the clock, being smart, getting the big score late, and I think that one should do it.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
Offense will take over. First and 10.
Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. They get the timeout and the clock reads 3 seconds. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Back to pass. It's Manning. Stands in and takes the hit. Fires it into a crowd, and it's picked off. And he steps out of bounds after getting the pick, and this one is in the books. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.